Hi, Libra. It's Kendrick from Providence Tarot. I am going to be giving you a timeless bonus reading. Let me have some water here. Just getting myself set up before I go into read tonight at Shanti, Bookshop and Crystal Gallery. Don't mean to advertise. I hate plastic too. I'm using it. You know, it's almost kind of like we can't get away from certain things in life. I digress. I like a little bit of bubbles in my water, usually. I'll drink tap water, but I definitely, most likely, always prefer seltzer. Okay, so I'm using 3 decks today. I'm using the Threads of Fate Oracle Rose Gold Edition. And I am also using the Tarot of the Divine Masculine. And I'm also going to be using the Moonology Oracle cards. Let me burn some Palo Santo. And then we're going to get started. I'm going to try to keep this reading to about 30 minutes, which brings me to a reminder. I am doing a special, and it's 30 minutes for $33. If you would like to book a reading with me, 30 minutes for $33. Then email ProvidenceTarotKendrick at gmail.com. I do know that some people will probably reach out to me on DM through IG. That's cool too. I'm not going to reach out to any of you guys. I'm going to have you come to me because I'm a Libra and I attract. So there's the Palo Santo. Let's see if we can get our sage to do what it do and not burn my hands. I hope that you can hear me. Turn my volume up. Turn my volume up. Okay, so we got some sage burning. I don't want it to get too smoky up in here, you know what I mean? Okay, so let's go ahead and get our Threads of Fate oracles shuffled. So what's been going on with you, Libra? You know, we had Mercury retrograde, and that was crazy. I definitely went back home to Atlanta to visit family. I saw some friends. I also saw some extended family, I guess I would call them. I met a lot of my sister's extended family on her fiance's side. Still trying to figure out who they are, what kind of people they are. I think I have them pretty scoped out, but I don't really necessarily know who's who. I just know who the important people are. So I'm going to finish shuffling these. And, you know, there was a lot of adjusting communication blocks as well. Having to, I don't know, problem solve. There was a lot of readjusting to solve problems or issues. Yeah. That's what I feel like. Mars was in Libra as well, which I feel like made us kind of more assertive. You know, we were more willing to exercise our potency. You know what I mean? Strength of character and will. So we were feeling that. I believe Mars is still in Libra, so we're still feeling like that. You know what I mean? Yeah! And also, our ruling planet is in Sag now, not Scorpio. It's in Sag now. So, I don't know if I actually cut the Threads of Fate. I'm going to do that now. Did I do that? I don't know, they cut pretty easily just then, so I'm gonna say like, they want it to be cut even if they already were. So now let's hit up these moonologies. I'm looking at the time, golly, looking at the time. I'm gonna have to like really just like try to read. You know, I wanted to give you a longer reading because I did one for Virgo and I didn't want yours to be like shorter, but it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? It's still gonna be good AF. Oh, shucks. Hold your vision. Fixed moon. So this is a quarter moon. Going into that full moon that we're going to have in Taurus for Scorpio season. So I think this is when the moon is growing and it is going to be a quarter moon, or right before the quarter moon, during the quarter moon, when it's in Aquarius, okay? So that already fell out. So let's just go ahead and lay out the tarot cards and we are going to talk about those. Let's see. Push this over. Okay, work. All right, so now we're gonna start with Two of Cups is here at the bottom of the deck, which is talking about love. It's talking about accepting love, you know what I mean? It's also talking about attracting love, okay? It's Venus in Cancer. You know, and it also is talking about satisfaction, because love gives us a sense of satisfaction and it gives us a sense of self-value, and also there's validation. But we're also looking at ways that we can empower ourselves to provide that for us, you know what I mean, through our sense of identity and all of that. You know, this is connected to the High Priestess because it is a 2, and it is talking about, you know, what you value. So this is things that have emotional value to you right now. That's what you are kind of focused on, and those are the only things that you are accepting, the things that are going to pour more of that positive energy and that love and that nurturing into you. You're willing to give that back just as long as there's an even and balanced exchange of that energy, okay? Because this is talking about that. Let's look at what's going on in the Threads of Fate Oracle. Ooh, destruction, okay. Is something being destroyed, or has something been destructive for you? This could be connected to relationships, ways that you are being destructive. You know, you could just be having destructive thoughts. And it's also connected to like the Two of Cups, right? There could have been relationships in the past that were destructive, you know what I mean? And that's the kind of thing that we're trying to not attract again, right? We're trying to learn from that. Destruction is breaking something down as well. So this is the breaking down of something, and ending in some kind of way, right? You know, if you've been destructive, or there have been people in your life who have been destructive, okay? And you know, it's time to kind of like push all of the things out or away, or try to handle those things and face them head on. Those things that have been so destructive for you, it's time to reconstruct, you know? Okay, let's just look at the back of this and see. The Sovereign. Okay, so this is talking about you definitely being there to save yourself, you know, from the destruction, right? And also being aware of when people have destructive tendencies, being able to identify that as well. Or when, you know, or when someone or something or even you get into those destructive thoughts, right? Let's see what this is. The Three of Wands. I knew this was going to come up. You know, usually this is talking about waiting for your ships to come in, but this is also you are waiting for growth. You are attracting growth. You are also attracting prosperity. And this is also being quite bored with something as it has been, you know, in the past. You know, we're trying to spark something new. This is also new aspects to your your reality, I guess, or just you want to introduce something new into your reality, okay? And this is a prospect, yeah? So you are daydreaming, you are wanting to be creative as well. So it's kind of like a hunger for the creativity, but to exercise it in a new kind of way, right? Or you want to see something come from exercising something, some skill, or whatever it is that you do, you are doing it well. Just, you don't have to chase, because maybe the thing that you are attracting, right? This is what I say to my friend, or this is what I think when I think of my friend who is an Aries and Capricorn rising, okay? Be mindful of that. And Leo moon. So I say, when you are chasing something, the thing that you are attracting is getting further away from you. You know, you're running from the thing that you are attracting if you're chasing something. Because the thing that you are trying to attract may not look like the thing that you are chasing. You wouldn't be able to recognize it. You know, so this is connected to something coming in for you, you know, and you being patient as well with this Three of Wands being here, you know. The challenge is the Nine of Cups. It's hopes and wishes. So Three of Wands and the Nine of Cups over that, that's actually really great. Pretty great. Nine of Cups is talking about satisfaction, emotional satisfaction, you know, making that wish coming true, you know. You're also getting closer to something that you dreamt of. This 9 is also just connected to what you're putting out there, you know, putting out work that has emotional value, right? And also what you are taking in, you know. I want you to, you're dreaming of like more structure, more security. You know, this is also an upgrade in your life. So your comfort level is about to be improved in some kind of way, shape, or form, or something that you had hoped for, or something good that makes you feel good is going to be coming in, okay, in some kind of way. It is Jupiter in Pisces, and this is going to be happening next year in 2022. So because this is the Three of Wands, it is Sun in Aries, and that is connected to March. So March in the new year, definitely, and Jupiter going into Pisces at that time, that's going to be really great for us. Let's see what's going on in that past position. Eight of Cups, definitely, you left something behind. That's why that destruction card is here. Here's the Eight of Cups, putting emotional intensity into something. Or you gave something more power over your emotions than it deserved. You know what I mean? Someone isn't, or something isn't deserving of your emotional energy, okay? And this is the strength and the courage to walk away from something, or not to let something bother you, okay? So seeing that something isn't worth your energy, your effort, your time, because this is Saturn in Pisces, okay? And it has to do with endings, because Saturn is the last planet that we can see, and Pisces is the last zodiac, okay? So something was destined to end. You know, it's kind of like something that dried up, you know, desertion. You know, because you didn't want to desert something, right? But you had to. You could be dealing with a water sign, a Pisces, a Leo. I was going to say lion. I don't know why I was saying that. But it's an 8, okay? Could be Libra, Aquarius. But definitely Pisces energy, Scorpio energy, Leo energy, right? In your external world, we have the intuition card. Word. So I love this. So you can feel something coming in that you're trying to attract. This is being conscious of the subconscious, right? This is also tapping into your gifts, your spiritual gifts, or you're just tapping into the spiritual world a little bit more. You're investing in that spirituality aspect of your life a little bit more, or it's taking a new form or a new shape, or there's like a new value that it has, okay? And this is like you just feeling called to something again, just like in your dreams. You've been dreaming of things. I've been dreaming of things too, and I just have to like look that up. But the intuition card is definitely paying attention to your dreams. And if you're not dreaming, then, create that sort of atmosphere or that ambiance in your real life, your waking life, Because this, too, talks about reality versus fiction, okay? And this is being able to discern reality and fiction as well, But this is connected to creative power that comes to you through your subconscious, okay? And that has value, and that gives you power, and it also gives you strength. And it's interesting that you have the intuition card here. I referred to the High Priestess earlier in the reading when we read the Two of Cups, and that's directly connecting to the intuition card. So this talks about the energy of water and how everyone is made of water. So it's like what you have to offer, there is no fixed demographic that you are trying to reach, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like just let that energy sort of like vibrate off of you, and then that's the thing that you are going to attract towards you, you know what I mean? Let's see what's going on internally for you emotionally. Another 2, right? So this is what we're dealing with. We're dealing with a lot of work or time. This is the beginning stages of something. You're trying to balance out your finances. You're trying to be more in control of your finances. You're trying to invest in the right things. Okay, so I feel like that's what's happening here. You've set out on a new journey, and you are investing in life in a brand new way, okay? You're trying to adjust, and you're also trying to be efficient in your efforts to save money, to spend your money in a very smart way, investing intelligently. Okay, just being smart about how you use your money. And this is also your physical body. How can we make things in your physical life better, right? Health-wise, how my body feels. Am I exercising? Am I taking in valuable information that is going to help me change my reality? Am I listening to like good podcasts? Am I basically investing in my future right now? And this is accepting things as they are and working and doing your best with what you have. That's what the Two of Pentacles is talking about. And you might have some sort of like emotional attachment to that circumstance, right? Or whatever that situation is, or what you have, how I don't know, your physical life, your money, your job. Are you satisfied? Are you happy with it? So it's kind of like how I have been emotionally affected by what I have accepted. And it's kind of like, what do I have the power to change, and what do I no longer have to accept in the ways that I have been accepting them, And I feel like that is kind of bringing you back into your power, because you're realizing some things, and you are leveling out some things here with the 2s, because the 2s definitely level things out, okay? And we're trying to rethink things with the 2s here, okay? Let's look at what's going in the lowest point, which is kind of like fears, disappointments. Okay. This is the Hermit. So this is positive, but it is in the fears and disappointments, right? So this is kind of like the Saturn area. It is the Hermit, which is Earth. For me, this is obviously inner growth and inner guidance. So there's something that you are being spiritually drawn towards, You know, this is a turning of a corner. It is a change of landscape for you. So a change of scenery might be nice. You know, that's what you are kind of like wishing for. Just because it's connected to this Nine of Cups here, which is the immediate influence. Wishing for a change of scenery, wishing for something better, or wanting to implement or add something that is going to change the environment that you are already in. You know, this is a new course. I feel like we're taking a new course of action. We're having these, you know, great awakenings within ourselves that are allowing us to change our reality. Yeah, and we have seen how we have grown. We have seen how we have changed. You know, we have been feeling kind of like, I don't know, nostalgic, but then within that nostalgia, we are valuing this, I don't know, like gained maturity, right? Definitely an evolutionary process that we have experienced. And we've experienced some highs and some lows emotionally in the past, some intensity, but now we're ready to move past that because we've learned, you know, definitely with this Nine of the Hermit, you know, you've done the legwork, okay? You've gotten around some obstacles. You've persevered. This is stamina. This is endurance. You've pushed through. That's a more mature version of the Magician. Okay, this is the Wizard. All right, so let's go ahead and look at what's going on in your Mars work. You got the World card. So the World card is directly correlating to this Three of Wands here, which is talking about ships coming in, you know, what you feel like you deserve, what you want to have for yourself, what you would like to see yourself cultivate or produce in your life, you know, because it definitely talks about life expansion, life-changing events. All right, so here we have the World card. This is great. This is the landscape, like I said, the skyline, right? Landscape of your life is definitely changing. You know, something has become obsolete, and you find strength and you find power. Pine. Maybe some of you need to get pine, and maybe you need to burn that. I need to get some of that today. Get some pine, maybe, for some of you. Maybe even pine oil. If you don't like burning pine, get some pine oil or some pine incense. It's very good for this time of year. And I'm sure that has some spiritual benefits to it. But this World card is talking about a seed that was planted. You are the seed that was planted. You have your karmic tests that you had to go through in this Mars position. So it's kind of have this feeling of being exalted in a way, with the world being Saturn. But then this is also talking about Earth, right? So you have physically changed over time. And you are seeing that, like, you are a valuable source of energy in this waking life, in this real world, okay, that we live in, you know, the physical world. So these are things that are improving in your physical world, definitely. Balance, you know, balance is being restored in some kind of way. You know, you haven't fought this evolution, right? That's also another thing. You've had to power through. You've had to allow yourself to let this evolutionary process take hold and really form and curate you in a new way, right? Because we don't know what to expect sometimes, and it's meant to be that way. In your Venus position, the Page of Wands. Hello. Let's do it. Let's start. We got the oomph. We got the power. We have that Mars energy, and our ruling planet is in a fire sign right now. Okay? So what? Page of Wands in the Venus position. This is grounding your passions. You know, now they had giving your passions a space and room to grow. Yeah? And also you are seeing how your creativity, your skill set has changed over time, because the pages are connected to the World card. They're ruled by Saturn. So you're like, wow, I'm ready to show myself in a new way. I feel like this is something, you know, this is strong. This is somebody who is conditioned, right? You know, this is almost being like junior varsity, right? Or maybe, or not even that, maybe being like, yeah, we'll say that. We'll say junior varsity. The college athlete is more like the knight, right? Okay. So this is almost like you have been a part of this farm system that the universe has been coaching and managing, okay? And now it's been priming you. It's been getting you ready. You've been through a lot. You've been through tests, because the pages definitely go through tests. And this announcement through the Page of Wands is saying, whoa, you are definitely ready to be out there in a new way again, maybe. Or for the first time, right? This wants you to have that strength of courage. Damn, with the Eight of Wands and the energy moving forward. So this is more like your Jupiter position. And you have a card that's ruled by Jupiter because it's Mercury in Sagittarius. Don't hold back. You know, there's strength in not holding back. There's power in not holding back. There's opportunity in not holding back, you know? And this is saying the time is now in Scorpio season. Now that Mercury is going direct, this definitely has to do with Mercury going direct in Libra. Because it's Mercury. Sometimes in the tarot, the eights are given to like the Justice card, okay? But this is living your truth. And being free to live your truth through Mercury. Come on, Sag. Come on, Mercury. And this is also talking about that full moon energy that is going to happen during Sagittarius season with the moon being in Gemini. So there's a full moon that's going to be happening in Gemini in December, I guess. You're really going to be feeling the exuberance, okay? So let's look at the future. There we go, Wheel of Fortune. Like I said, beep, 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 beep. Yeah, so there is, something is in the past, child. Something's in the past. With the Hermit here, something's in the past behind you. Okay, definitely connected to the moon. Phases, changing, phases. Face has changed. Landscape has changed. Okay, that's the why that destruction is here. Sovereign here, right? Very much connected to the Hermit being guided by their inner light, which is spirit, right? Wheel of Fortune, very much looking like this World card, okay? You know that Jupiter or Sagittarius in esoteric astrology is ruled by the Earth. That is the world, right? Last time I checked. So yeah, Wheel of Fortune, being in control of yourself in an ever-changing world. You know, seeing how the tables turn, seeing how things shift, being able to go with the flow and know that. You know what I mean? Not being so fixed on what you thought you were going to make happen, but see the things that are allowed, you know, that the universe is allowing that are sending in, you know, letting those things sort of like happen as well. This is connected to like Aries energy, right? Being assertive. It's connected to the energy of, you know, Mercury and Gemini, being curious enough, taking risks. It's connected to that energy of Capricorn, not being afraid. You know what I mean? Definitely connected to Pluto. And that first ray of spiritual enlightenment, which is talking about change, right? That is, I believe, the Devil card. So nothing is holding you back here. Nothing's holding you back. You see what I mean? Let's, at the top of the reading, the Page of Pentacles, right? You've been doing the work, okay? You've been strengthening your craft. You've been strengthening your hand, your eye, okay? Your voice, right? Your skill, typing, whatever it is. You've been working on, like, how you speak, all of those things, you know? And you're continuing to work. Page of Pentacles is here. This is great. The bear is in there. You know that if you know the Lenormand, the bear is talking about being reliable, okay? And tasting the sweetness of life from the work that you have been doing. This is the payoff. It's coming in some kind of way with this Page of Pentacles, right? This is money improving. This is a job improving. This is a new job coming in, or this is an opportunity to make money in like a new way. So let's look and see what's going on with this last card, which is the Moonology. The energy is gaining momentum. I don't want to get too crazy in my jackets. Do you like it? I put it on for you, and I really wanted to get this reading done because I was like, this is the look. This is the look. So if you want to get a reading with me, 30 minutes for $33. Email ProvidenceTarotKendrick. Make sure that it's spelled correctly. ProvidenceTarotKendrick @gmail.com. Okay? Anyway, thank you so much. I gotta go and read people downtown on 14th Street. This was a good reading. You know, I was like destruction, honey. That was the first card that came out, and the Two of Cups. So that's an old relationship. Stop being emotionally attached to an old intimate relationship. You know what I mean? You got to break free of that. You got to invite this new energy into your life because you're changing eras, new energy. Work. Bye.